Today I'm going to be tasting an instant hot pot. This plastic is pretty thin. So there's that, and there's a little vent for the steam. So there's a soup base. Ooh, look at this. So we have our sauce and we have our 5 additions. First we're gonna add our noodles at the bottom. Tofu. These are almost like little pieces of dry tofu skin. There is the soup base. These, I believe, are the wood ear mushrooms. Yeah, that's what they look like. There's the bean curd. And here is the konjaku. This is a lot of food. Look at all this. Here are the bamboo shoots. Finally, we have our lotus root. We're gonna add 210 milliliters of water, the heating pack. So there's an exothermic reaction here. Place this on top. Then place this on top and cover it tightly. Okay, I already hear some bubbling and sizzling. That's great. So it gives you about 10 or 15 seconds to get the lid on. I can really hear it now. Can you hear it? Yes. It's instant. It's an instant hot pot. All right, be back in 11 minutes. It looks amazing! Have you ever had black bean chili sauce? That's exactly what this smells like. Chilied black beans. Fermented black beans have this really great, almost smoky, earthy smell to them and flavor. They're delicious. They're very salty as well, used in a lot of Chinese cookery. All right, so let's mix everything together. This looks hot. Look at this, oily chili. You can see chunks of chili in there. Oh my goodness. Here's the wood ear mushroom. Love that. Here's the lotus root. Now there's not a lot of room here to maneuver, so I'm going to try to slowly stir this up to make sure the soup base is mixed in with everything else. I should also have some extra water, I think. Okay, now I'm very curious about the noodles to see how well they're cooked. Look at the noodles. These look great. Oh boy, okay. I'm very excited about this. So I'm going to try to transfer this to a bowl so I can stir it around better and so you can see things better. Okay, there we go. Wow. And once you put it in a bowl, you can see how large of a serving it is. All right, let's have a noodle first. Itadakimasu. Mmm. Can you hear that? It's almost got like a squeaky, bouncy texture to them, but delightful. It's a little bit like fat rice noodles, but a little bit thicker and bouncier and chewy. Delicious. The sauce itself is very spicy and oily and full of black bean flavor. Delicious. All right, now I'm going to try some bean curd. To me, this is almost more like a stew rather than having just like a bowl of like noodles. Can you hear that? That's lotus root. It has a very crunchy texture to it, and it's so beautiful with those holes. Crunchy and starchy. This is very spicy though. If you're not into spicy foods, I don't suggest trying this. Very spicy. The chili oil kind of coats the back of your throat, so it initiates that coughing reflex. But I love these noodles. So delightfully chewy and a little bit slippery. Delightful. Let's try a little bit of wood ear mushroom. Those two also have a nice crunch to them, a little bit more jellied, a little bit more cartilaginous, kind of like some seaweeds that you might have, like kelp has a nice kind of almost vegetal jelly cartilaginous crunch. Love that. What else haven't I tried? Oh, I haven't tried a piece of bean curd yet. That has a very chewy, almost meat-like texture to it. In terms of consistency, it's almost like a hot dog. It's very homogeneous, but bouncy and meat-like, but the flavor is more 5-spiced. I've never had this kind of form of cognac. It almost looks like tripe, but it's not. Again, really great texture. Kind of cartilaginous, a bit like the wood ear mushroom, but but it just absorbs all that sauce. It doesn't have much of a flavor of its own. I think of all the items in here, I think the noodles are my favorite. Just so delightfully chewy and slippery. Delicious. This is a bamboo shoot. That actually has some bamboo shoot flavor to it, which is pretty subtle, but you can taste it a little bit in there. This is a lot of food. There's no way that I would ever be able to finish this. It's a huge portion. But if you are a big eater and if it's really cold outside, I think this would be fantastic. Of course, you must like spicy foods, otherwise I cannot recommend this, but absolutely delicious. Matthew, thank you so much for sending this to me and sharing it with me. I had no idea this existed. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo. Take care. Bye.